What do I say?
What do you think high school will be like?
A living nightmare because we have to do homework every single day and we have to go to classes, maybe make friends.
What is the most challenging part of school right now?
Math.
Why?
Our teacher's like, you gotta do everything or else you have homework. Doing my work.
What do you think the hardest part of high school will be?
When you go in the bathroom and do
What?
let's just move on. Maybe my work again because when you go to upper more grades, the work will get more harder.
What are you looking forward to the most in high school?
Driving a car. I can go wherever I want and do whatever I want. Maybe make friends.
What do you think school dances will be like?
Like a little musical what we do at our school, and those are fun because then afterwards you get to climb on the walk wall, the walk wall with all your fancy gear. But I don't want the date, so I'm gonna give it to my friend.
What do you think of high schoolers now?
Yeah, cool. Nice? Weird? Crazy?
What do you think people are like in high school?
Kiss. Yes. And then when they really like each other, they make it.
What about friends?
Kiss again. Rub their butt. I think they interact like some are bullies and some are good. They just mess with people, like them bully them around.
Are you excited for high school?
No, I'm not, and I'm nervous because of homework. Like making new friends.
What do you think of having multiple teachers?
And living nightmare. Actually kind of good because then I won't have that one bratty annoying teacher. I'm sorry, teachers.
What classes do you want to take in high school?
Math and like football.
What do you think practice is like for?
Very hard. Like you do sit-ups, push-ups, and try to do your jumping, working on your catching, running.
Tell me what you think the first day of high school will be like.
Spin.
Spin into
Yes.
the school?
Yes. Going on my hoverboard, spinning and saying, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Do you have any stories of high schoolers that you've seen?
One of my friends talking about how they kidnap people. They kidnap kids.
What do you have to say to high schoolers now?
They're really nice. I have a message for y'all. You're weird. And get smarter.
Get smarter.
Yes, I'm smarter than y'all.
My leg!
Rita Mober, and I'm the attendance secretary. I started out as a para for special education. I did that for 3 years, and then I came over to attendance. And I know I've been here over 10 years. I just don't remember how long I've been. I've got one achievement award that's in 2016 that I was there for 10 years. So add that up, I'm further along than that. I love working at BBN, and it's the facility, the administration, the teachers, and of course the students. Love interacting with them. I studied special education. I was a teacher for 3 years, and I went to the University of Oklahoma in Norman. I mean, I used to seem like I had a lot of hobbies. I did lots of puzzles, like that one back there is one. That was the last puzzle. My son bought me that, and I said, don't buy me anymore. My eyes are not good enough anymore. But I used to love to work on puzzles, but I love walking. I try to walk 4 to 5 miles a day. Well, I have 2 boys, and they're both here. They work here. One's an attorney, one's a financial advisor. And I have 2 granddaughters that both are here. They're in the Blue Valley system. And, I'm not sure I'm going to say that one. I'd have to think about it and then realize that I probably shouldn't say it. So you've got to realize that and actually right now I can't think of one off the top of my head, but even if I did, I'm not sure I'd say it. But thanks for asking. Let me know if you get an A.
my name is Malia Reeder, and I am a varsity thrower at Blue Valley North. This is where we are going to be for the next 5 to 7 hours, and there's going to be no sun. Basically, what happens at track meets are I worry about my schoolwork at a track meet, and like I'm thinking about my Spanish IPA I just took. It went good.
Why are you thinking about yours?
Because, like, school.
The North Track and Field would like to thank Game 1 and Garrett Stevenson for sponsoring today's event champion t-shirts. Event winners today include...
I hope she throws 5. That's about it.
But we both PR'd.
We did.
Yes.
You got 84.
Yeah.
84, 10 and a half.
Yeah.
And I got 98 even. So good day.
Cause when I leave for the night, I ain't coming back. Model.
Oh, stop it. We're gonna have to cut all that.
I do love being around Miss Curley and Cox. They're the best.
How do you have this much energy?
So we have hosted 4 times. We kind of fell into it the first time. So a few years later, we hosted a second student. This one was from Norway. And then since then, we've hosted twice more. One daughter from Chile and also one from Belgium.
Yeah, our 4 daughters are from 4 different countries. It's such a great way to learn about different cultures, the food, the language, the history. It's such a great experience we think, for the student and for us. We all grow a lot during the time that they're here.
I think what you get out of the experience far outweighs what you put into it, and any cost. We've loved every one of them. It's it's an experience that'll stay with us forever, and yeah, I mean, I think I've grown a lot as a person because I've learned things from these kids, and hopefully they're walking away with a great experience about America. And I would encourage anybody to look into it. Yeah, I think it makes your worldview larger instead of just thinking about America or even just Kansas. We now have friends and family across the world, and I think that's a great thing because it shows that we have more in common than we have differences.
So when people ask how many kids we have, I say 6 if you count them all. So 4 foreign exchange and then 2 born in Kansas.
So that's how we went into it, thinking that we were gonna kind of help someone else out. And so we met Mariana about 2 or 3 weeks later, and she came to our house, and we picked her up from the airport, and immediately she was just one of us. Maya and Mariana have just developed this really special relationship that we could have never really dreamed of. So we feel very, very lucky. The one thing about having a foreign exchange student in our lives is that kind of makes you take every day and look at how do you make the best, the most, and do everything you have with your time. Really enriches our lives because we find ourselves taking advantage of life more than we would otherwise day to day. So it's just very enriching all along. I have another daughter, so I didn't think I was gonna have a third child, and here we are. And she will be forever in our lives and in our hearts, and we'll go visit her and we'll, know her for the rest of our lives. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
I'm Charlotte.
I'm BJ.
And today we're looking to find some of the coolest cars that we have in our parking lot.
Yeah.
And this is BVN's Wild Whips.
All right, who are we here with? Frankie. I'm a sophomore.
All right, we are here because you have a nice car. Explain your car.
It's a 2008 Chevy Express cargo van, 12 passengers, big old engine in that thing.
What kind of engine you got?
6-cylinder V8.
All right.
It's a little bit dirty in the cup holders. People are gonna be embarrassed.
What the is that?
Oh, that's a knob.
Oh, that's hard.
That's steer road.
We're here back at it again. I want you to explain the flame.
The flame?
Yeah, the flame.
My dad did that as a surprise for my mom one Mother's Day, just to pimp it out a little bit,
This used to be your mom's car?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
She gave it to you?
Yep.
Hi, I'm Parker. I'm a senior, and this is my track car.
What type of car is this?
It's a Volkswagen Golf. It's got exhaust on it. It's got a bumper delete. It's got big old track tires on it. It's got, well, definitely one hell of a wrap that many people may or may not disagree with. The inside is got a row bar in it, 5-point harness seats, SFI, FIA approved. It races through NASA and SSCA.
What inspired you to get this paint job?
So, a while back I saw one of these wraps and I was like, I gotta have one. And then I got money, and so I just got one. I mean, I know someone locally that had one, and so he gave me a really good deal.
Would your friend wrap my car?
Yeah, he does.
I have a Fiat 500, so maybe that's a discount. Okay.
Thank you for watching BVN's Wild Whips.
Tune in next year for our part 2, maybe. And this was
BVN's Wild Whips.
Truth. It's the water to my grass. Keeps me going. Seems everyone else has lost the meaning of it. No one else was even willing to touch this case. I was just the damned fool that was naive enough to think I could crack it. This case has been eating away at my life for the better part of a year now. I pushed people away, failed tests, and I don't even know the last time I had a good night's sleep. Everyone told me to drop it, that I could never solve it, but I refused to accept I wasted my life with this. I will get to the bottom of it, and I will find out what happened in North Time. None of it makes sense. The longer I stare at it, the more everything just blurs together and gives me a headache. It's like every time I unravel one knot, 10 more knots are hidden right underneath it. But today is the day, and I can feel it. There has to be something I missed, something so small yet so significant. And there it is. The donut hole to this donut.
So AST, you know why you're here. So I just suggest you start talking and get this over with as soon as possible.
I ain't say nothing because I ain't do nothing.
Please, story. You better start talking, or I'm gonna have to use some methods that, let's just say, aren't so polite.
You're bluffing. You're a cop. You can't touch me.
You think I care more about being a cop than solving this case? I'd lose my job in a second if it meant I could get the answers I need. So start talking, or I'm gonna beat you blue.
All right, calm down. I'll talk. Just don't hurt me. So after the pandemic, these guys in suits came up to me and gave me this whole plan. I slowly take you down during 2021 while they take care of North.
Well, come on, spit it out. Who is it?
The people who took it away are from the state of Kansas.
Really smart guy. They ought to send you out to genius school. I need names.
I mean, they're in the Kansas government. They didn't like how much time kids were in school weren't doing school, so I was sent to fix the problem.
Well, what did they do with no time? They had to have put it somewhere.
They killed them.
You're bluffing.
I'm sorry, but it's the truth. You should have been prepared for it.
Put him in a cell. Sometimes the truth ain't what we want it to be. In fact, it's often disappointing. But I can't let this case control my life anymore. I won't let another case control my life like this. It's now behind me. So I just move on to the next one, and the next, and the next, until I'm dead, or God forbid retired. Now what's this I hear about a missing bus driver epidemic?